do all right.
Yeah, he's got. No, we've got the game. Not doing
Tagliafico
anything.
on Rodgers. England get on with the game. Gay. Bellingham had started to make the run and was frustrated. Gay didn't see him. Or didn't think he could find him.
What does it take? 18 minutes or so. That's settled down a little bit, and players are getting a little bit more time on the ball.
Nicely turned in by Rodgers to Rice. Rodgers to Rice again. Rice had to stretch for it further than he wanted to. England's throw-in though. Looks happier than he did the other day.
Absolutely. Looks far more comfortable in his running style as well. He was really struggling, wasn't he, the other night? You could tell.
Gordon, Kane. Rodgers nicely found. James across. And that's meat and drink to Martinez.
Well, we've seen twice from the left-hand side and now from the right-hand side. A little overlap there from Reece James. Rodgers sees him.
Martinez sees Gordon coming out of the corner of his eye.
Whatever.
Messi trying to get away from Anderson. He's got a few yards now. Oh, he's giving it back to Elliot Anderson. He'll enjoy that.
Well, he twisted 2 and 3 times, didn't he, Messi? And then his touch was poor and give Anderson the chance to tackle him.
Tagliafico. Alvarez on the left wing.
I know I come in now.
Simeone has come in from the right. Alvarez. Ball across to Messi. That was a really good pass from Julian Alvarez. There's an instinct between those two.
Well, no.
Knocked back towards Simeone. Doesn't reach him, and the flag goes up for offside. England free kick.
Yeah, Messi was offside.
But how Alvarez saw where Messi was going to be from where he was.
Well, he didn't have too many other options in the middle, guy. He just looked up there, and that's, you see Messi do that so many times. Try and save energy just to come in there right at the last second, and that's exactly what Alvarez was looking for.
We talk that much about Messi. We sometimes overlook the threat of the Atletico Madrid man. What a goal he scored in the semi-final. Quarter-final rather. He's the man for semi-finals. Seems to score in pretty much all of them. Scored in the last one Argentina played against Croatia at the last World Cup. Scored in the Copa America. He's scored in Champions League semis, Copa del Rey's. Anyway, enough of that. Free kick went against Rodgers there. That's Messi with a beautiful little touch away from Anderson. Molina. Torredes.
I should have been. That was bloody foul.
Over to Alvarez. Attempt to swing it over, stopped by James. Enzo Fernandez was making one of those runs into the penalty area we see so often at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was trying to find him, Alvarez. Saw the spot of the run, he just couldn't get the ball to him.
Torredes. McAllister. Nearly called him out. Might have ended up just catching him.
Nothing. Come up.
He's got to go for the ball. The ball's there to try and win it. I know he mistimes it, but he just catches him on the top of the foot.
Come on. How? Offside? No way.
Lionel Messi plays it out wide. That caught a few out. Simeone gets busy against Spence. Spence would not move out of his way. It's going to be an Argentina corner, though.
Good defending, 1v1, not letting them past at all.
Sergio Aguero watches on.
Oh, what a player he was.
There's one we don't have to worry about this evening. Thank goodness.
You spotted Louis Tomlinson, didn't you? Did well there.
He was on my list. Sergio wasn't. Argentina corner now. Alexis McAllister has been a kind of unlikely threat from these.
Ah.
Planned in to head in to give them the lead against Switzerland on Saturday. It's Simeone who's pestering Pickford. Those two have already clashed once. Over it comes. Pickford didn't get much on it. The referee, though, was watching them all the time and seeing Simeone, and that was that.
Well, he tried to say to him beforehand, didn't he? You can see he's not even looking at the ball there, blocking him, clear block. The referee did blow straight away.
And so we go to the first half hydration break. What's coming up then? Well, the third, fourth place playoff comes before the final, and that will be on Saturday from 9:30 p.m. live from Miami on BBC One and iPlayer. We're hoping that England will not be playing France in that one. And then on Sunday, the World Cup final. Kickoff is at 8 p.m, but we start way before that. All live from the New York, New Jersey Stadium. And there's one of those QR codes on the screen, so if you want to get involved by scanning that, it'll take you to the live page of the BBC Sport app. Polls, updates and reaction throughout the match. So let's go for the reaction. 24 minutes in of Wayne and the rest of the boys. Wayne, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the game is a bit cagey, stop-start. No team's really getting into the rhythm of the game. I'm expecting to see it settle down and start seeing a few more patterns of play, but at the minute, as expected, a very cagey game.
Yeah, and as expected with Ismail Al-Faf, how he was going to take this game was really interesting. No yellow cards yet. There's so much drama already in first 25 minutes. Little niggly bits of play, but England kept their composure, and I'm really pleased with them for that.
Yep, really kept the composure. Joe's absolutely spot on, but just a couple of things tactically. When England moved the ball really quickly, I think Spence and Gordon down that left-hand side have been really dangerous. Another side, James and Rogers, it's just like picking their moments, and when they get in there, having that composure. I said it before the game. This is an area where we can exploit them. They just need to have that composure when they get in them areas.
Thank you, Micah. Joe, Wayne? Alan was nodding along with all of that.
No, that's what we said, yeah. Too many fouls, too stop-start. I would like to see England add a little bit more tempo to their game for the rest of this half, because I think if they do that, then that's how they will also cause them problems, because I think the slower the pace, the more it will suit Argentina.
11 fouls in that opening 24 minutes that we've watched. I don't have the exact numbers to hand, but I suspect that is a high for any game that we've seen at the tournament so far. I think Thomas Tuchel is quite a fan of these first half breaks. He is, as we've seen, very much a coach with a tactical, analytical brain, and the more he can impart to his players every chance that he gets, he will use those opportunities. Absolutely. And he's used them well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. His job, he was hired to get England through games like this, to get England through to a final and win a final. Gareth did incredibly well getting to semi-finals and finals, but just couldn't get England over the line. Tuchel was hired to do exactly that.
And exactly this sort of game against opposition who've been there and done it and know every trick in the book to get it done. Every one of this starting lineup for Argentina was a World Cup winner in Qatar. Pickford away, and Bellingham was overtaken, and now Argentina are getting busy with Alvarez, but it's come off the toe end of Lionel Messi's boot and behind for a goal kick, and that possibly is the first mistake or two England have made.
Yeah, poor from Pickford. He goes to clear it with his left foot because he's being closed down. doesn't get it right and puts England under pressure.
He's not messing about this time. He's gone long towards Rodgers. Reece James is following him and won the race to the ball with McAllister. Ref does now blow his whistle. Actually, he's giving it Argentina's way for something.
So many England players with their arms in the air, not understanding that decision.
Well, that had to be McAllister late on James.
Nor does he understand the decision.
Look at Thomas Tuchel. For Welsh viewers, that's late on James, not Leighton James. He wasn't a bad player at all. Romero. How do you, in a game like this, Alan, stop yourself getting wound up by the opposition?
Yeah, it's very difficult, but that's the difference is the tiny percentages. Can't afford to. As I said earlier, it's hard enough 11 v 11, so silly mistakes and giving the referee the opportunity to give you a red card or anything like that, it just cannot happen at this level of football.
And I should say that goes both ways. Argentina have been very, very good at doing the winding up bit and keeping their cool in the face of provocation themselves. A whole host of their players get sent off regularly for their clubs, but hardly ever for their country.
Some ball out of Harry Kane.
Yeah, James was content to lose the race because he knew it would get him a throw.
Not involved as much as he would like to, Harry, so then he starts to go a little bit deeper and play those balls, which of course he's excellent at.
You didn't used to like that.
I couldn't do it, that's why. I wanted to run onto those passes.
Gordon. Anthony Gordon, I think, has been suckered into that one, and Alvarez gets on with the game and finds McAllister.
Oh,
Romero safely back to Emiliano Martinez. World's #1, and he's certainly in that conversation.
That'd be a good idea for it. Isn't it?
Paredes.
I'll put it at the bottom.
Alvarez.
Oh, what's going on? Right, there we go, now.
Clipped out to Tagliafico. Messi starting to drift. Moving into the middle more and more. There's a chance there for Paredes to find the marauding Merlina. And it was overdone.
We've seen Messi doing exactly what Harry Kane was doing. Perhaps not involved as much as he wants, and he drops deep as well.
Hello, Fabio. Thanks for all you did. Pickford away. Fingers crossed.
You know where that is, so you can put that back there.
Bellingham.
Oh, come on, Bellingham.
Bellingham upended.
Oh.
Just before he managed to offload in the direction of Rodgers. England have a free kick.
Brilliant, Jude Bellingham.
We got a free kick, though.
Got the ball and no other thought than go. Go for goal. Go through the middle, try and attack them. Invite the foul.
And he was fouled. Thomas isn't doubting that one.
At last, I think he's seen.
But we ain't doing that yet. No, we do that one thing.
Reece James and Declan Rice are the two players having the conversation
about
what page of the playbook to play from.
This guy's probably trying my career.
And we'd want him to.
I wanted to cross it as he did several times and helping me out.
It's going to be Declan Rice. And he does cross. And it's Stones at the back. Who got there. Not able to apply the direction to the header.
Got the line of the ball pretty quickly.
Little
shove, wasn't there? He just couldn't get it.
No way, that's
happened. Where he wanted to.
Hold on.
Manchester derby of old happening there with Martinez barring the way for Stones. Paredes, Ramiro, Fernandez, Spence against Simeone. Spence was caught watching the player rather than the ball. Mark Gay's there to help him out. Simeone's fouled him. How many now? England get on with it. Well, they wanted to. The referee stopped them from doing that. Like father, like son, eh?
Definitely got the buy a foul, that's for sure.
That's a curious sort of tackle.
Yeah. Brilliant from Gay, though. He wasn't getting past him at all.
Harry Kane's just across to the referee and was wanting some explanation.
Oh, damn.
The referee was happy to give him it.
Come on, this lad.
I think the ref is trying to keep things going as best he can.
It's not a bad thing to do, though, for Harry Kane, someone of that stature, just to keep a little word in the referee's ear. Keep trying to apply as much pressure as you can on him.
Looking for Jet Spence and finding him, and Spence plays it into Gordon.
Oh.
Whacked away by Martinez. Here's James trying to keep the England pressure on. It's too high for Bellingham. Simeone. Spence all over him. And Jet Spence wins the duel. Hope comes from Molina. Bellingham to Gordon. Strong this for England. Bellingham. It's not quite flowing, but it's strong. And now it's a free kick.
Yeah, well done. Not allowing them to get out at all. Forcing them to make an error. That started with Jet Spence.
It's a daft challenge from Molina.
It is a crazy challenge in a dangerous area. England can now put another ball into the box. I like to see that from Jet Spence, you know, applying the pressure on and putting the tackle in. Even the tackle gets a roar from the England fans.
I think he's been terrific.
He has.
Reece James has this one. He isn't getting much attention just yet, nor is Stones. They might now. Martinez parries. Up goes Anderson. Anderson's still on the floor as it comes back his way. Rice. A missed kick from Declan Rice. Alvarez across to Messi. Spencer's across quickly. And pinches it from him. Kane then goes into tackle. So does Gordon. None can take it. Messi then runs into two. And that is going to be a free kick, and immediately there's a whole posse of Argentinians surrounding the referee.
Yeah, they're very good at doing that as well. Although it was brilliant play from Messi, the way he protected the ball. 2 or 3 challenges coming in for him. He still came away with it.
Well, who's got that card?
Yeah, who's got that card?
Still being dangled. Elliot Anderson's going to get one, we know that.
I need to get a drink.
And that might be that.
Watch the way he shields the ball. 1 from Harry Kane, 2 from Gordon. Not getting away from that one. Both of them clatter into him, don't they? Spence and Anderson.
Spence gave him a bump, and Anderson was the wall in front. First time we've seen Messi starting to cause some mayhem. Messi to Paredes. starts to go in a straight line towards goal. The shot was straight against Kane. Fernandez shot was not far away.
Oh,
Furious Argentinian protest saying we should be getting a corner there. It took a deflection. Referees not being bothered by them.
Messi tried the first one, blocked. Oh, it wasn't that far away, you know. Wonderful strike from Hernandez.
No deflection. Pickford away before Alvarez can get there. Gordon being held off it by Molina. Now here's Martinez. It really does feel like England have had all manner of tests against very good teams throughout the course of the tournament, but now you're up against men.
Yeah, very experienced ones as well. In this competition, clearly, they know what they're doing. Might not have been playing sparkling football, Argentina, but very much like England, they've found a way to win games when they've been under pressure.
Simeone to challenge. Rice helped by Gehi, and now Spence will have the leap for it. Anderson was calling for Gehi to sort that out. It's dropped to Messi. Rice had to do that.
Just a few minutes ago I thought it was settling down and it was getting a little bit less scrappy, but it seems to have picked up again, doesn't it, with a number of fouls and players going into tackles.
Romero. And Martinez. Martinez allowed to go a bit further than he thought he would be. Messi. Talifico. Martinez. Alvarez. Allowed to wander away by Kane. Fernandez. Messi. Longest spell of possession that Argentina have had. Messi trying to quicken things up. Declan Rice read his intentions. Rodgers, good footwork. Sandro Martinez was pulling and pushing him and fouling him and getting a booking.
There had to be a yellow card. He's got hold of his shirt. Great close control from Rodgers. Once he goes past him, then that's when he gets his shirt. Look there, the referee's got a good view of it, so he has to give him a yellow, and he has.
One each on bookings then.
But that's what they've done, isn't it? That's how they've turned it into a start game. Whenever England have had the ball, it's been a foul. Been able to create a rhythm, have they?
There's Stones. Foul count is 10 conceded by Argentina, 7 England right now. Fernandez. Molina. Messi. Swerve past Anderson. Anderson back to win the ball, and then to take a little tap to win England a free kick, and now it's Bellingham. He's dodged one tackle. That of Romero was back at him. The referee was a long way away and made the motion to say he got the ball.
Did get the ball. Trying to take a quick free kick though when Anderson was again fouled when he got the ball.
Talifico.
Great challenge.
We're at that dangerous stage for England. They've had a habit of conceding in the closing minutes before half-time throughout this tournament.
England are going to have to do more of that. If they're going to continue to get fouls against England, then you're going to have to take quick ones.
Okay, he quickens his stride to catch up with Simeone. And force him to rather clumsily put the ball out of play for a throw-in. When we were here a couple of weeks ago for the game against the Democratic Republic of Congo, have you noticed down tonight how many more seats are given up to broadcasters and media? Goodness me. The world is watching.
We're watching a very stop-start game at the minute, though, haven't they, for the vast majority of this first half.
Bellingham won't get there. Martinez is the Argentina cover. He takes a safety-first approach. Anderson. Just asked a bit too much of Reece James' hamstrings.
Other than those 2 or 3 times that England got in behind, 2 down the left, 1 down the right, we've not really seen anything in forward positions, have we?
Well, neither goalkeepers had a shot to save. Bellingham forced off the ball by Alvarez. Paredes. Anderson. Kane. Won't quite come to Bellingham. He tried to make it happen. Now it's Rice. We're into 3 minutes of added time at the end of a really cagey and at times bordering on nasty first half. Gay. Kane. James.
I didn't even get Lupe on that.
McAllister is all over him. England get the throw in. Reece James wanted to take it quickly, but there was another ball on the field. Who put that there?
Yeah, I wonder who. Right next to the Argentina dugout, so they can't take a quick throw in.
I think we'd do the same.
Why didn't it pass that way?
Anderson.
3 minutes. Come on. That's good.
Rice. James. Rodgers.
He's looking for help on the ball, Rodgers. He's demanding someone shows for him.
How has that worked for you, Alan? Rodgers instead of the out-and-out winger, Saka or Madueke?
Well, it's not his favourite position, is it, Morgan Rodgers? Got to do what he's doing now as well, make that run inside.
Here he is, and he was offside.
Got to do that as much as he can, because he might not get one on the touchline and go past 2 or 3 players on the outside. Whereas Saka might be able to do that. Although we haven't seen it enough from whoever's played on that side, have we? And I guess that's the reason why Rodgers is playing there tonight.
Certainly showed plenty when he came on against Norway.
Oh, they've got a goal.
Thomas Tuchel is feverishly scribbling. Tagliafico. Referee says no push on Fernandez. On you go, up you get. Kane. Tagliafico cuts out the pass. Stones towards James. He had to hurry. Paredes raised his boot high to intercept, and that was deemed dangerous play, so England get the decision. There's only seconds left of this half, though. Anderson.
As tough as it is, that's what we've got to do, because they're going to continue to foul and they're going to get free kicks away. Got to move it quickly, move the ball as quick as they can, take a quick free kick or throw it.
Here's Gordon. Got to get the ball in the box soon, or it will be half-time. Gordon does that. Big deflection on it, and the ref says that is half-time rather than an England corner.
No way there's got 2 times.
So frustrating. The England players are going to the referee now and saying, come on.
He had the whistle to his lips for quite a while. He was allowing the attack to go, and in truth, it just didn't get delivered into the penalty area quite quickly enough. So, half-time. Emi Martinez hasn't had a shot to save. Jordan Pickford hasn't had a shot to save, although Enzo Fernandez did whistle one just over his crossbar, and that's been pretty much as close as either team has been to scoring. It's tetchy, there's a lot of ill feeling, but there aren't any goals. Another 45 minutes of high tension coming soon. At the break, England 0, Argentina 0.
Yeah, and hasn't guys summed that up perfectly? Tetchy and tense and attritional, and it is goalless at the break. A guy also talks about the lack of shots. It's actually the first World Cup match on record.
Otherwise, you guys do some things. Wait till a game comes back.
In the opening half hour, the first attempt on goal has been credited as after 33 minutes through John Stones. And there you can see not a single shot on target. It has been tough, hasn't it, for both sides?
Yeah, if I'm honest, this is what I expected. You know, it's a high-pressure game, and both teams are, you know, the game stop-start. Both teams there's little fouls, especially more so Argentina. So it hasn't got into the flow. No team can really get the rhythm in the game. I think it will open up a little bit in the second half, and we will see more chances.
Yeah, rhythm is the key, isn't it? Or key word there, because neither side has had rhythm.
Well, I think Argentina were keen on that not being a thing. They were keen from the first couple of minutes. Very aggressive, very on the front foot. I think England have had their moments. I think they've looked really threatening. But it's such a tight game. It's really, really hard to get between these two teams.
I've absolutely loved it. You know, when you talk about...
Despite the fact there hasn't been a shot on target.
Passion, desire, tackles, fouls. It's had absolutely everything in the middle of the park. We all knew what it was going to be. This was going to be a tough game. This game's going to be decided on a moment. We're hoping it's Jude or we're hoping it's Kane. It could be Messi after his little mazy run. But this is exactly what World Cup football is. Two teams going there, head to head, battling for their country. It's been great to watch.
Because that is a very different feel to last night's game, isn't it? Which had a lot of control from Spain. Whereas this is really more butting heads.
Yeah, but I think what Spain do, they move the ball 1 and 2 touch, and they don't allow the opposition to get close to them to then go and foul them and break the game up. So Spain are very clever. Barcelona used to do it 1 and 2 touch, you can't get near them, and I think we're staying on the ball a little bit too long. Both teams actually stay on the ball a little bit too long, so that's what I said. There's no rhythm really in the game, but it will open up. It has to.
We're up at 19 fouls at the moment. There have been a couple of yellow cards as well. Let's look at how physical that start was.
Yeah, it was physical, and I think we expected it. And then here you look at Elliot, and it's just a little nudge in the back, but we knew that was going to be the start of the game. And this continued. Jude Bellingham, Argentina will definitely have spoke about this before the game. Let's get into Jude, try and wind him up, try and make him get a yellow card, try and get him sent off. It's really important that we don't take that bait and we don't allow them to keep doing it and we don't react badly to it. Again here, Elliot Anderson taking one. But this is what Argentina wants. We have to be clever enough not to get involved. Yeah, when there's a tackle there, go and win it with force. But do not get involved in it, because the Argentinian team, they do this a lot. They do this in other games and they're used to it, we're not. Again here, physical. Then if you look at the England bench, Anthony Barry's up, Thomas Tuchel's up. They will have known what was coming, and the players have to, if that happens, stay on the floor, try and get them a yellow card, because this is how they want to play. We have to do the same thing. We have to play with the same be as clever as they are.
So have you been impressed with actually how England have I was going to say risen above it? They've given as good as they've got, but they haven't reacted.
Yeah, they haven't overreacted. They've given as good as they've got. They have to hold the ground. and do it back to them. Give them some back, because otherwise, if you allow them to keep doing it, normally they'll come out on top.
I've absolutely loved how they've reacted. I've loved how they stood up to that physical battle. Elliot Anderson has chased the great man around the field and not given him an inch. Look, he's had his moments, of course he has, he's that player. But I think that really set the tone. Jude Lappin doing what he does best, taking that hit early on. He knew it was coming, and they won it. And when they get chance, they're smacking them back. And that's exactly what you need in a game like this. You've got to stand up for yourself. I love how England are up for this battle.
Jed Spence has been absolutely outstanding, defensively and offensively as well. It's really give them an outlet. It's just when we get in those areas, when we're talking about the wide areas, they've got to just have that composure. We all knew what England was going to do today. We all know that Argentina want to overload the middle of the park. This is what they needed to do on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side. And you talked about Martinez's position, didn't you, earlier before?
Well, we were questioning, would he go all the way with Harry Kane when he drops deep? And Wayne said that England will have a field day if he does. And we see him here following Harry Kane. And do I go? There we go, he vacates. And there we go, Micah.
And that's exactly what you talked about before, Joe. So what that does, it pulls him out, it leaves Tagliafico against Rodgers. This is why he was brought into the team, to make these sort of runs. And when you get in there, whether it's Reece James coming to overlap or taking someone up, when you get in there, the quality just has to be a little better. Again, was on one on the right-hand side. This time we go to the left-hand side. Look at this inside run from Gordon. Absolutely brilliant. Molina doesn't know what he's doing. Romero has to, though, go across and cover. And this is where England could really cause them problems. But this is my favourite one. We talk about the pocket of space. Molina wants to get tight. Romero also wants to get tight. As it materialises, they both go. They're trying to get that press in that mid-block. Doesn't happen. And now, lovely little touch from Spence. And now Gordon. Decision-making. When Gordon gets in these positions against Argentina, you have to take these opportunities. You've got to shoot or you've got to pass early. Again, Gordon comes towards the ball. Kane drawing people out. Then Rodgers and James down this side. When you get in this, a little pass, just a little delicate touch to the back post, and it's an opportunity. But I've been really impressed. The timing's been good, but the quality hasn't when they've got there.
And I also feel like I need to say this to you in all of that. One of the key things there a couple of times was Jordan Pickford's delivery.
Yeah, he's excellent. I think they want to play. He's been caught a few times. There are probably a few heart-in-mouth moments at home. Has a little bit in the stadium for us. But he wants to play. He's waiting. But his bailout is onto the left-hand side. Either Jed Spence or if he can get Anthony Gordon in, that's what he's thinking. But originally they want to build up through the lines. But the moment he gets pressed, that's his ball.
In the main, they've done okay with Messi, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Listen, Messi's going to have moments in this game. He will do in the second half. But we've defended really well. We've been resilient. We've got bodies back behind the ball. We've been hard to play through because Argentina want to play in these tight areas. So yeah, we've defended really well. I think the next step now is, can we take the ball off Argentina, dominate possession a little bit more, and then try and push them back and get opportunities around their penalty box. But defensively, I think we've been excellent. The
key is concentration, chappers, because Messi, although he's had a few bad touches, it's just the way he now can dance around people, and then Anderson has to draw
the threat,
foul.
isn't it? That's the warning.
That sent the stadium alight, and I've got to admit, even as an England man, I was impressed. I was on my feet with that. That is the great man getting riled, and do you know what? He's not backing down because he's getting smashed left, right and centre as well, and he wants it. He really wants this today.
He's lost possession 15 times in the game so far.
Get him off.
and I'm wary about throwing that in because then you don't want to curse it. But I suppose that highlights how quickly England have been around him to win it off him.
Yeah, but also all the great players to take risks with the ball, so he won't be looking for the little easy pass. He'll be trying to play someone through and take risks with the ball. But on the flip side of that, as you said, England have defended really well. We've been close to him. What we can't do is switch off. Mickey's exactly right when he said the concentration, the focus has to be there, because there was one time in the half where Jed Spence followed the midfielder in and Messi was all alone, and if he passed it to him, he would be one-on-one and going towards the penalty box. So we have to keep our focus and concentration.
Let's get thoughts from inside the England camp then. Anthony Barry, Thomas Tuchel's number 2, is with Kelly.
Anthony, a tense physical battle in that first half. Other than to keep their heads, what's your message to the players at the break?
Keep going. We wanted to be the aggressor. We wanted to be on the front foot. We wanted to get after them. We wanted to show our players that there was no inferiority complex, that we were here to play and play in the opponent's half, and show our players that through the tactical approach. I think it worked up until the water break. From there it gets a little bit more difficult for us to catch the ball. They drop Messi outside our block, they drop Enzo outside the block. It's more difficult for us. They got some possession, but it's still absolutely okay. I think for us to evolve in the game, and the evolution for us now is to take this dominance and try and turn into some bigger chances. We've got some okay chances, half chances, but I think the more time we spend in the opponent's half, the more tired they will get. We use our Premier League power and our physicality, and I think we can open them up later on.
The second half.
Difficult to disagree with any of that, isn't it?
Yeah, I totally agree with what you said. First word he said was keep going. They need to keep going. They can't let their standards drop. But when we was talking off air, you talked about Gordon's position and when he was jumping maybe a little bit too early.
Yeah, I think it's really important when we press high. We press together, we press the team, and there's just been 2 or 3 occasions where Anthony Gordon has pressed a little bit too quick and he's gone alone at times, and then they play the pass into midfield, played out to the right back, and they get out, and then you might get overloads with Messi coming that side, the full back, the midfield player, Enzo coming that side. So if Gordon goes, we have to make sure we go with him, or someone has to say to him, wait and go at the right time.
But it sounds like Gordon's going partly through instruction there of them wanting to be, as Anthony Barry said, on the front foot in the opponent's half.
Yeah, but then what's happened every single time is it goes to the midfield player and he gets played round. So you have to recognise that in the game, even if that's what they've worked on, you have to recognise that and change a little bit. Then Gordon can stay back a bit and let the centre-back walk into you. Then when he tries to play through the midfield, then we're all there to be aggressive.
That's your responsibility as a player, to go from the classroom to out on the pitch. Now the players are completely in tune with what the coaching staff want from them. But just on the pitch, you've got to be able to make those decisions in the big moments, and sometimes you've got to go against for the benefit of the team.
Okay, second half on the way. Let's show you what else you can find across the BBC.
Give it up for the greatest of all time.
Lionel Messi shows his genius again.
They made impossible feel like it was possible.
Your superstar lineup of unforgettable characters.
There's God, and there are the Peaky Blinders.
And absolute icons.
The stakes couldn't be higher. Please do continue to enjoy your supper.
From football legends to TV royalty, watch them all on BBC iPlayer.
Live.
Goes on, we can't just go into that low block and force pressure on from Argentina. I think subs are so important, whether it's Rashford, Madueke, Saka. Keep the high intensity, because we've seen in that first half they can get joy in the wide areas.
It's about being brave.
It is, but Argentina have experienced this. They're experienced at doing this. I think, obviously, as I said there before the game, it's a high-pressure game. Argentina will try and use their experience. We have to make sure we stay calm and we stay composed.
Right, a place in the World Cup final is still up for grabs. We won't even bother about the bronze playoff. Wayne, let's rejoin Alan and Guy.
Thank you, Mark. Welcome back, everyone. And yes, it's that time again. How about taking a break from the tension by renewing your TV licence? You just scan the QR code on screen and it will take you to the link to do so, whilst not blaming the messenger.
That's 687 times you've said that over the last 5.5 weeks.
I've just asked you not to blame the messenger.
You don't even need your notes now, you read it off by heart.
What does the script have in store for England over the next 45 minutes and maybe a whole lot more? No changes made by Thomas Tuchel, nor by Lionel Scaloni during the interval. And so England go again with Declan Rice back to Jordan Pickford. And the referee says we'll have to have a restart because 1 or 2. Gordon was being spoken to. It just went too soon into the Argentina half of the field. I'm glad they did, because I was looking at Jordan Pickford stopping, thinking, what's he doing, just for a moment. To the strains of the national anthem from the England fans, we do indeed go again. Pickford with a launch towards Harry Kane. It's lost out to Romero. Gordon. Lovely ball from Messi. Simeone's just checked to stay onside as Alvarez starts to weave out to the left. Now McAllister. A little bit like Rodri for Spain. McAllister has played a whole lot brighter for his country over the last few weeks than he probably did more often than not for his club last season.
I'm sure the words calm heads would have been used in the dressing room at half-time. And also try, if you can, when you can, to pick up the tempo.
There's Nahuel Molina. Romero. Gordon's putting his usual shift in.
No one's budging. England are trying to force Martinez to kick it long,
which he does. Simeone getting in the gap. It's not a bad knockdown, and Spence isn't able to tidy up. He's trying now with Alvarez, and Pickford gets down really sharply. That might have been on target. Spence has lost it again. There's Alvarez, and that hits the side of the goal. No save needed. Argentina say corner. I'm pretty sure the ref. Oh, he's given a corner.
Well, you force Martinez into kicking it long so that your fullbacks or centre-halves come and head it against the smaller guy in Simeone, and that didn't happen, and all of a sudden England are under pressure. Can't afford to lose that first ball from a goal kick that's travelled 70 or 80 yards.
So Messi's going to take this. Argentina threatening to start the second half, the brighter team. Messi surprises us all again. Now has the angle to deliver. It was a really good ball in. It's Martinez, not an accurate header. James in the vicinity of Gordon. And across came Paredes. Here's Messi. Messi against Bellingham. Bellingham gets his body in the way. Doesn't have to get out of the way.
Absolutely. Tight as well, but I think he was just onside.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, good defending from Bellingham. Strong, put your body in between him and the ball.
Rice. Stones. Spence beaten by Simeone. It's going to break for Gordon here. Anderson. Bellingham. Spence. Spence goes down the outside to play it inside. Licha Martinez hacks the ball to safety for Argentina.
He's the only one that's been looking to do that, you know, Jed Spence. And every time he's got it, he's gone on the outside and got a ball in, albeit on this occasion no one's running on the end of it. But at least he's been positive.
Spurs fall back to take the throw. Gordon. Not close enough to Bellingham. Simeone not close enough to Alvarez. Gordon. Anderson has to go back to Stones. A little bit more of an open game of football since the break.
Continues then.
Here's Kane. Rodgers. Just teasing Tagliafico. Martinez again is in just the right place.
Yeah, good defending, but positive from Rodgers on the right.
He's trying to be positive again. Being hauled down by Tagliafico. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Romero had to be quick. Oh, what about that for coolness?
Oh, how good was that? Quick feet. It had to be, because he was under huge pressure, was Romero.
Messi. Spence keeping it away from Simeone if he can. Gordon, the slip actually might have helped England. Bellingham being held onto by Romero. Free kick. And Christian Romero is going to get a card. A sentence that will surprise no Spurs supporter.
There's two centre-halves on a yellow card. Had to be. Here's his quick feet. Onto the right, onto the left. Brilliant.
Gay. Stones to Anderson. Gordon. Gordon opted to go inside again. He's kind of made to go inside. Stones. James. game. Spence. In quickly came Simeone. The referee stopped the game. I don't know if it was for that challenge or for something else on halfway. It's Christian Romero who's actually taken a seat on the halfway line. That's why the game takes a pause.
He's back up now, though. I don't think there's anything wrong with him.
And then Paredes thought he could just get on with it from there. Spence took the flailing arm of Simeone in his face. Now Argentina do restart. Paredes. Martinez. Alvarez. McAllister. Messi. Simeone. It's Molina drilling it into the centre. It was a hit and hope. Might not have been a bad idea. Martinez.
They're applying a bit of pressure on England now.
Fernandez. Paredes. Could see the idea. He'd spotted Tagliafico trying to steal into the left edge of the box. Didn't help him with the delivery.
That's exactly what he was trying to do. Tagliafico made the run, just couldn't get the ball to him.
Gianni looks as though he's had enough of football. Vacant look on his face.
We might have had enough of looking at him the whole of the tournament, no?
Might have done.
Every 10 or 15 minutes in each half, he must show him
something contractual, I'm sure. He hasn't worked up an act yet, has he? There's Kane. Cut out by Tagliafico, but it'll fall to Rice. Rodgers having a look. Looking for Gordon! That will do nicely!
Come on. Let's go.
Morgan Rodgers was surveying the scene. What's available? Who's arriving? Everything after that was done at just the right time. Gordon, the man with just the right finish.
That's what we've been wanting, that's what we've been waiting for. That ball out wide, that cross in, no nonsense. First thought is put it into the middle. Just watch Anthony Gordon's run, where he comes from, and how he gets on the end of that. He beats the defender too, and he's just got to guide it past the keeper. And he did it superbly well. But that's the danger. Ball out wide, cross in, finish. Magnificent.
And it was so terrifically tucked away into the corner. Anthony Gordon becomes only England's 4th goal scorer of this World Cup. But what a goal he has just scored. England 1, Argentina 0.
And another big call from Thomas Tuchel in playing Morgan Rodgers out on that right-hand side. Decision, correct one. And you're putting balls in like that, playing a part like he has. That's why he picked him.
We saw him straight away. It was a delivery Sir David would have been proud of.
Dreamland, the ball was. It was perfect for someone to run onto, and being Gordon. But he was equally as impressive, the way he attacked it, the way he got in front and made the cross his.
England 1, Argentina 0. There is still a long road to be travelled. But England have got into gear. And they're attacking Argentina again. It wouldn't stick with Kane. Here's McAllister. Messi. Nicely played through to Fernandez, and he picks out Simeone. Alvarez coming in. Simeone, what a tackle that is. Jed Spence has just pulled off the tackle of the tournament.
Just watch his reaction and his teammates' reaction. That is brilliant. That's as good as what's just happened at the other end in Gordon putting it in the net. That's as important. What a game he's having, Jet Spence. He's been absolutely magnificent, hasn't he?
Pickford was steeling himself for what was to come his way. It never did. It might now. Messi's corner. And trying that routine again. Messi from the angle. Kane is there to head it away. And the tension was unbearable at 0-0. Somehow at 1-0, I don't know how, it seems to have got worse.
Oh, come on, that was foul. That was a foul. Oh, he was good.
Paredes.
Oh.
Let's see what they're made of then, Argentina, because they're going to have to open up a little bit, which hopefully, and I say hopefully, will suit England.
They've been in this position and worse before. They were 2 goals down against Egypt. They will not rest as Fernandez puts one into the back, and Pickford can let it go and just make a little bit, well, make as much as he can of the contact from Romero. I don't think there was much in it.
Well, they might not be as good a team as they were 4 years ago, but you can't fault their attitude and their desire to keep coming back as they have done in this tournament. Just seeing that ball in again from Morgan Rogers. It was such a brilliant ball. And he approved, didn't he?
Oh, it was offside.
It's that sort of moment. We've on a couple of flights we've bumped into Anthony Gordon's mum and dad, and moments like that make you realise what it means to people. Spence can't win the ball this time. Here's Messi. Messi tries to stop and turn. There was Anderson. Comes to Paredes. McAllister, he's got a pack around him. Kane keeps his head under severe pressure and pokes the ball to the safety of a throw-in.
Yeah, he had to. He was under severe pressure.
Argentina are fully switched on here. Seems to be in the face of adversity, they only grow stronger.
That's what champions do. Looked in trouble at times in this tournament. They've found a way to win.
Simeone. Stone stretches everything he's got to head it away.
Oh.
Fernandez.
Oh, it may be a bit younger.
Romero. And Simeone.
That was the moment England were waiting for, wasn't it? They've been patient, they've had to be, but when they won the ball back, how they played it with pace. And that's how you disrupt the back four.
That's Fernandez.
Oh,
it's another
no.
whistler. England will consider that a containing job well done for that passage of play.
It's 2 he's had.
Anthony Gordon's 4th and by far and away most important international goal.
No.
Martinez. The other Martinez. There's another one waiting on the bench. Lautaro might be needed at some stage.
He's had to make some big calls in this tournament, Thomas Tuchel, with suspensions and injuries and whatnot, but whatever decisions he's made, they've worked perfectly. It's been perfectly summed up tonight in the players that he's picked up to now.
Messi steps past Bellingham.
Oh,
Messi gets it back. Breaks now for Fernandez, who resists the urge to shoot this time.
No!
McAllister.
Oh, they scored. No, I'm not even paying attention for you.
Alvarez to Paredes. Messi. Stones pinches the ball away from Alexis McAllister. Molina. Martinez. Alvarez stopped from facing goal by Stones. James with a dig out of danger.
They're defending really well at the minute. No gaps, no spaces. You can just see Messi trying to get in the space in behind. Not giving anything away.
It feels like Mexico again with still more than half an hour to play. Messi.
That must hurt the goalkeeper then.
It's Elliot Anderson who had the last challenge. That breaks from Rice and goes to Spence. It was awkward for him. Kane. Bellingham will be beaten to it by Martinez. I think the England plan seems to be get to the next break.
It would come at a good time for them, wouldn't it?
Oh, come on.
Argentina throw it.
All right.
Simeone shoulder to shoulder with Spence. The referees said take it again. In fact, there's going to be a substitution down there. And Nico Gonzalez is going to come on for Argentina. Not just yet. Oh yes, he is. They are making the change. It is a straight swap with Nico Gonzalez coming on for Leandro Paredes. So one midfield fireman replaces another. He will do the same job sitting in front of the defenders. Might just be a little bit more ambitious with the way he plays. Actually, he's gone to the left-hand side for now. So Fernandez will drop back.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. See England shape there. For the back and Bellingham dropping into the midfield as well.
And that will just allow them to play Alvarez a little bit more centrally as well. Alessandro Martinez of Manchester United. And to Fernandez of Chelsea. Here's Messi. Lovely ball from Messi. Gonzalez at the back post. And Rice will shield the ball from two who are after him. And play it against McAllister for a goal kick. This is going to be a long watch.
Watch John Stones here. Watch John Stones' reaction to that. If he's not alive and alert and concentrating, England will get punished. That is brilliant defending. They lose the first ball, but he makes sure he wins the second one.
John Stones have no fixed abode club-wise right now. He's left Manchester City, but I'd be amazed if the 19 other Premier League clubs don't want him. There's Gahey. Spence to Kane. Kane over to James. What a ball, what a spot. Rice. Rice is going to hit it. He didn't hit it hard enough. And with Rodgers and with Bellingham closing in, as he is so prone to doing, it was a good claim by Martinez and a really good reclaim by Rice. He was having that. Now it's Harry Kane. And it's going to go for Martinez to gather.
Oh, but the ping from Harry Kane out to Reece James to the right-hand side was brilliant again. Again, a little bit of joy in behind their full-backs.
Rodgers with a foul on Tagliafico. Messi. Oh, brilliantly done. He's drifted past Gordon as though he wasn't there and away from Anderson. Here's Gonzalez. Rice punts it behind Argentina corner. Well, the change that Scaloni made is paying dividends for Argentina. Gonzalez on a slightly different shape. They look all the more likely to score for it.
Well, Gonzalez, without doubt, was looking back into Messi rather than trying to play it across the 6-yard box, but he's trying to pull it back to him.
Messi to take this next corner. In from Messi, Pickford started to come, thought better of it. Simeone. That's Tagliafico winning another corner for Argentina.
Concentration from England is superb at this moment in time. Yeah, they're under pressure. But look at the way they're not giving anyone any space, anyone any free time to put balls into the box. There's a player on them straight away. It's hard work, but they've got to do it, and they're doing it well.
Messi. Pickford's got two hands to it. Gordon has the time to steady himself and lift it clear.
Keep going. Yeah.
Messi to start from the touchline.
No, it would be.
Really good ball, really good save. The header close to Pickford, but my goodness, his reactions were razor sharp.
Brilliant ball in from Messi. Great header, Gonzalez I think it is, but that is superb. Look at his reactions, how quick he's down Pickford. Gets that right hand to it and is able to push it away.
And it's time for the second half hydration break with England a goal to the good in the World Cup semi-final against Argentina. I'm sure you don't need reminding, well, maybe about the first one. The third place playoff, or the bronze match I think it's called now, Saturday evening, and that will be live from Miami on BBC One and iPlayer, and then of course the World Cup final itself. Keep everything crossed. Sunday night, kickoffs at 8 p.m. UK time, New York, New Jersey Stadium. Like I said, let's just keep everything crossed and try and keep calm. Tell you who was calm there, Jordan Pickford. Joe Hart, what about that save?
Oh, I hope everyone's watching back home. Any young goalkeepers, watch his positioning as he turns, get back into position here. Lionel Messi's been a threat all game. Brilliant ball in, readjust, set, time it. His body weight's forward. It's a brilliant save, very similar to the one that he made earlier against Mexico. Razor sharp reactions, as you said, Guy. Set, out the danger zone. Brilliant save, big moment.
And England will surely need him more, Alan, before this day is done.
Yeah, clearly they're going to be putting pressure on us, but I'm hoping that there's going to be at least one opportunity where when they're going to do that, with our pace and our know-how going forward, we're able to punish them. But they're defending well, and when they get through, they're going to rely on the brilliance of Pickford again. And that was magnificent, wasn't it?
Lionel Messi with a wonderful ball. Here's a really good look at it. Gets down so quickly.
Not only does he get down quickly, but he's able to push it away from the danger as well, just in case someone's coming in.
And he took a little bit of criticism in some quarters for the goal that was conceded against Norway in the last round, but I think the weight is heavily balanced in favour of the good Jordan Pickford's done over 91 games in England's goal. He is up there now.
Well, let's not forget his saves and what else he did in that game in terms of coming for crosses in Mexico. When England were under huge pressure late on in the game, how many times did he come out and make that decision to come and punch it and take the pressure off his defenders?
You know, he goes in eras, does this great game, and I know you talk about Banks and Shilton, etc. You go, well, you can't compare him with them. Why not? This is just a different era. And over 91 games, he has been England's saviour so many times. Well, it's Thomas Tuchel's turn now, as it usually is after that second hydration break. Anthony Gordon, goal scorer, goes off. He can do no more to help the cause today, and Ezri Konsa comes on, and we see the first of, I'm sure, what will be a number of tweaks before the finish. And this isn't just an Argentina tweak. This is Here Come the Cavalry. Rodrigo de Paul, Nicolas Otamendi, they're coming on. And going off, Simeone. And who else is coming on? There's a whole load. Gonzalo Montiel's come on. The general's on to try and lead them to turn this around. Otamendi, who's playing for his country in this one for the 138th time. He's been a servant. Wow. So what's the first thing to notice about the England change?
James has gone in.
Yeah, James and Spence have gone into wing-back mode. It's 5/3 at the back.
Yep, James has gone on that right side, pushing a little bit further forward, and Spence.
There's Fernandez. I know this will result in things being thrown at television sets all over the country, but Argentina do tend to score. They have in every one of their last 13 games. Scored 2+ in all of the last 12. But Mexico hadn't lost at the Azteca for long enough before England went there, so you can take all those numbers and you know what you can do with them.
And England have been superb up to now, but again they're going to be putting under huge pressure here.
Here's Alvarez. There's Fernandez. De Paul. Messi. Delivered by Montiel. Everybody looking at it for a moment. Eventually it is away, out of harm's way.
Good defending again.
And Argentina with the clock now on 74 minutes. Yes, there'll be a whole chunk added on as always, but they now look, even at this relatively still early stage, a team in a hurry.
They have to be. This is a huge 15 or 20 minutes or so for both teams, both countries.
Montiel, formerly of Nottingham Forest. Not spectacularly. Otamendi will get it back.
Come on.
Montiel. Messi. Fernandez to Otamendi. The game's been played almost exclusively in England's half since Gordon's goal.
Enough.
Off the post.
Oh, come
McAllister
on.
flung everything he had at that.
Yeah, you had it.
Fernandez. De Paul. Out to Montiel to deliver another one. Bellingham. Kane trying to pull it down. Had a whole swarm of navy blue around him.
They've got away with one there, England. McAllister flung himself at the ball. Free header.
Montiel. De Paul. And that's straight at Pickford, who keeps his cool. And the ball.
For the second time, it's identical. Paul knocking the ball in onto the on-running McAllister. Huge opportunity missed for Argentina there, and England have been lucky.
Well, we've got an added danger to Messi and co. The delivery of Rodrigo de Paul. That's two that have been dead-eye.
Unbelievable. There's the ball in. Free header. Hits the post. It should be in the back of the net. It's an absolute sitter. It's a quality cross from De Paul.
Messi, it's got the Argentina fans going again. They were just feeling a little sorry for themselves for a moment or two. Not now.
He's made a difference straight away, hasn't he, De Paul? No other thought, and getting the ball in, whip it in twice within a minute.
Now he plays it out to Montiel. Look at these combinations down the right. They're working for Argentina now. Fernandez. Messi moves away from the right and tries to play one in behind, and it's wide.
Oh no.
England hanging on a bit. Gonzalez at the back, and the flag up anyway.
Might have just been offside. A little clip in from Messi though is brilliant. Oh, it's a tight one.
Goodness me. I'm not sure if that had gone in, we'd have had an anxious wait.
That is tight. A run from Gonzalez. He thinks he's timed it perfectly. I think it's really important now for England. They need an outlet. They can't just sit back and soak up the pressure. They need Harry to stay up there and give us an outlet, or Jude Bellingham. It's very difficult, I know, when you're under pressure, but unless that happens, the ball just keeps coming straight back at you.
Fernandez, Gonzalez has wreaked havoc down the left since coming on. Konsa ushers him out. Enzo Fernandez. Messi. He's been robbed of the ball by Morgan Rogers. Watching. So Riley again. It's going to go out for an Argentina throw-in. 84 minutes on the clock now.
Keep looking at that clock and thinking it's going ever so slow. I've been for the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Gonzalez. Alvarez to Enzo Fernandez. He's going to line up another one here. And that one needed tipping over the top.
Couldn't take any chances. Fernandez again. No chances taken from Pickford. Probably was going over, but he couldn't take the risk.
Here's Messi. Argentina, as you'd expect, getting on with it very, very quickly. And it's another one!
No.
Flies all the way in.
Just scored. No.
Fernandez has simply been
1-1 now, yeah?
England's
1-1, no
resistance
way.
broken.
Well, I haven't got the numbers, but I'm guessing at 5 or 6 he's had a sighter of and not quite got the strike away that he wants. But on this occasion, it's perfect from him. But the disappointing thing is, from England's point of view, could they get out to him a little bit closer, quicker? Because look at the space in front of him. And after having 5 or 6 that he doesn't get right, that one he does. What a strike.
What a strike indeed. It's a dagger.
With the inside of the foot as well, for him to generate that power and that direction to beat Pickford. It is a sensational strike.
England 1, Argentina 1.
And the tough thing now is for England and Thomas Tuchel, he's made his changes. He's made them defensively in the hope that they could hang on.
And there is a whole different mood change inside this huge Atlanta Bowl now.
Well, I said, we're about to see what they've got, and they've just proved that. Again, they've been under the cosh so many times in this tournament, had questions to answer. They've pulled themselves right back into the game.
Fernandez, the player who, on this very pitch, a week last Tuesday, from 2-0 down, made it 3-2 against Egypt to carry Argentina through another step. This team, well, the manager said it yesterday, Scaloni, we will try to make it to the end with every last drop of breath.
Well, because of the changes, England now have got 6 defenders on the pitch. I know O'Reilly can play midfield as he is doing. But in terms of trying to get people forward, Bellingham, Kane, Anderson and Rodgers left, I think.
Here's Messi taking on O'Reilly and delivering the ball. And there was John Stones to get rid of it. Well, we're not in Texas, but it is like the Alamo back there. And Stones is hurt. Referee had no option but to stop the game.
And the question is, how can England find that piece of magic? I know they're under huge pressure, but because of the changes, as I've said, they do look very, very defensively. It's worked for them in the past couple of games. Now it's different. It's very, very different.
On and off the field. Satisfaction's gone for now. It was a little brush with his own goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford, although I think John Stones is okay. The fact he's being treated, though, means he will have to leave the field.
All right, though, the mood in the stadium, as expected, has just completely switched.
Enzo Fernandez with this. Strike from the heavens.
It's not the front of the boot he hits it with, it's the instep, isn't it? The way he gets the power and the direction is really, really impressive.
Wall of Argentinian sound greeted the goal and has carried on ever since. Well, there's their goal. The at least one they always get. Argentina have won every single World Cup semi-final they've played in. They don't intend for that record to end. And we are moving into at least 9 minutes to be added on. 9 minutes for England to hang on, it seems.
Yeah, 9 long minutes to hang on, you would think. As I said, it's that problem of when we do win the ball is trying to how we get it into someone going forward. There's not that many now that can get into those positions, and it's hard work what they're doing.
The wind is with Argentina. De Paul to Messi. Messi through the gate. Spence breaks to Kane. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham will have to lead the charge on his own. He's got no other alternative. Could only go so far.
It's incredible energy, though. He's having to get back again now into his midfield position.
Gonzalez, his introduction has made a positive difference for Argentina. Alvarez. Across to McAllister.
Oh,
and Messi beaten to it by Spence, who's just stretched something in getting there. Messi again. O'Reilly can't stop the ball in. Lautaro Martinez heads it in.
They have scored 2-0. 2-1 now, actually, was they? Last minute. No.
Argentina have done it again, and it's happening to England all over again.
Yeah.
Well, McAllister has the shot and hits the post again, but it falls kindly. But Messi, the way he gets the ball, recovers it quickly, and goes on his right foot down the outside and whips the ball in. And no one was in 3 or 4 yards of Martinez. That's what he was brought on for, to do exactly that. It's a quality ball in and a brilliant header. And what has worked so many times this tournament for England, the manager's decisions and going into that back five. It's backfired in the last 10 or 15 minutes because it's been backs to the wall of not being able to get out at all. They've been punished.
It's a face of anguish, but the tears are of joy. Jude Bellingham tries to rally his players into one last huge, massive push towards the finish.
Well, they're world champions for a reason. Because of their heart, their desire, and of course their ability. But also their know-how not to panic when they go behind. What a response it's been from them.
It's a bit of a confrontation between De Paul and Jude Bellingham, and Rodrigo De Paul has been carded for that. Has no duty to be standing there on the centre spot when England are about to restart, but he knows exactly what he's doing.
And England have just had no answer up to now with the onslaught of Argentina. As soon as they went back and camped in on the 18-yard box, not had the answer to Argentina and how quick they've moved it and the brilliance.
Here's Kane playing it against Alvarez for an England throw down by the corner flag. Still a good 4 or 5 minutes to go. Stones. Another throw-in. Cons has won it. Marcus Rashford and Ivan Toney for the first time at this World Cup. We're going to see Toney. Are about to come on as Stones tries to help it on. Unable to clear Gonzalez, Consa.
You've got to miss the front man there, Consa. You've got the guys in the middle waiting for you. Got to miss that front man. You get very few opportunities to get out there and whip the ball in or clip a ball in.
Here come the changes, and John Stones has exited the field in a hurry at the nearest point of exit. On comes Ivan Toney. And Jed Spence is going to make way as well for Marcus Rashford. It's got to be everything England have got in terms of firepower on the field, up and at them.
Well, we know where this ball's gone.
I hate Speed. He jinxed off again.
Chance to cross here. It wasn't a good one.
Second time.
Jinxed the country.
Got to have better quality. It's a really good position to be in. We've just brought big players on for that reason.
Consa's throw.
6
minutes of the added 9 have passed. It'll be more like 10, but time running out whichever way you look at it. Pickford. Burns up there. Back there was Romero. Here's Rodgers now. Rodgers puts an early ball in. Dan Burn, extra striker for now.
Why not? Got to. Got to get up there. Got to get it in.
Pickford. Burn invited to challenge for another one. Up he goes. Hook clear by Alvarez. Rodgers' shirt being held on to. That should be Emi Martinez's ball to claim at his leisure, and it is, with Dan Burn down in that penalty area as well. In Argentina, their supporters have cleared their throats and are now singing their victory songs. Bang, bang. England done.
Well, you have to say their substitutions have worked really well as well, haven't they? Brought De Paul on, and all of a sudden, balls were going into the box. Then he brings Martinez on. And he gets his goal.
Gambling-wise, is it the first bet Thomas Tuchel has lost?
Well, sometimes you've got to do it. They worked for him in the last 2 games perfectly. The fine margins of football, and being a manager and a coach is making those decisions.
That said, it is not lost yet, although with every one of those that goes astray, it becomes more likely. It's not over till it's over. Gonzalez throw. Anderson. Even Tony waiting for it. He's not going to get that privilege. Otamendi came flying through the air. Rashford taking on Montiel. He's done well with it. And Romero did well with that too. Now Messi. And lets the ball drift across his body. Past O'Reilly. Alvarez holds off Anderson. Messi then is fouled this time by Bellingham. And there's a needless flashpoint.
He's taking that. Look at that. Fitness screen.
Physically, they've just not had a response, England, have they? Understandable, I guess, with what they've had to go through in the last 2 games and how they've had to work and defend. They've just not had the response.
And have we ever seen a team in international football like this Argentina team for never, ever showing any semblance of we're cooked here?
It's incredible. What an unbelievable attitude.
We're coming home.
The way they keep going, the way they don't panic, the way they've got belief in what they're doing. And then the manager changes things with his substitutions, and they work for them. And how they've found a way once again. Been under huge pressure.
Game.
Anderson back to Pickford. He was made to hurry there. Still putting the pressure on now.